So this is Malcolm Mistry, who is currently working as a mentor in Ushta Consultancy Services. And so, Malcolm, can you give us a brief outline of your career and where did you study and what is your main motivation to for choosing your path?
Okay, so that's a very interesting question, Johan, because did not always, I never imagined to see myself in the human resources space. In my early avatar, I was the publishing director at the India Today group. So I published magazines like India Today, Business Today, Time, Reader's Digest, Harvard Review, Harvard Business Review, uh, Golf Digest, so on and so forth. I was also the CEO of a newspaper called DNA. Uh, Around 8 years back, I decided to set up my own company, and I set it up in a field which was absolutely different from everything I'd done in the past. I realized that there was a shortage of companies that could provide good human resource solutions. So I ventured into that space, and today we work with some of the leading companies in technology, media, and luxury.
All right. So can you, how do you use technology and how do you think technology will affect job opportunities in your line of work?
Oh, so I don't know whether you're familiar with this, but our job involves a lot of personal data management, and there is regulation to that effect now. So as an organization, we are ISO 27001 compliant. We have to be compliant with GDPR. Um, so whenever we store somebody's personal data, be it your name, your phone number, anything that can identify you, which is a lot of it is used in HR. Um, we are supposed to do it only with your permission. If you want to change your data, if you want any changes, or you want us to cease and desist from using your data, you can reach out to anybody in the organization, and we are supposed to do that. So, as an organization, we are at the cutting edge of technology. Um, Even today, as we speak, we have about 180 resources who are working on a pan-India basis from remote locations. So we have a backend in place, we have a systems in place, we have a processes in place, um, and that's the only way in which your organization can continue working in spite of the current pandemic situation that we're faced with.
All right. So, what guidance do you have for someone who looks to work in a company which focuses on consulting in the near future?
So we focus within consulting. There are a number of things that you can focus on. We do business consulting and human resource consulting. That's the area that we focus on. Um, I think if you would like to take up human resources as a career, there are plenty of opportunities. Within organizations, there are plenty of large organizations, and uh, human resources is one of the um, biggest assets that any organization can hold. How well an organization does really depends on the type of people working in the organization. So everything from attracting the right talent to managing the right talent to ensuring that the people that work for you are happy people, that they bring with them the right cultural fit. These are some of the things that are extremely important for any organization. And being in human resources, it is our job to ensure that the organizations that we work for get the best talent. So, if you are a person who likes being with people, who likes interacting with people, if you are a person who has empathy essentially means, you know, being able to feel, being able to be with the feelings of somebody else. And if you're a person who generally is a liked individual, is a person who likes being around other people, who likes being a part of the process of the growth of other individuals, then human resources is a career option that you could consider. But for that, you need to be an extrovert. Uh, you need to be averagely smart. You don't need to be like a rocket scientist. But the most important thing here is empathy, and also there's another part which is compliance. Human resources has a lot of laws, etc., which we need to adhere to. So there are laws at the state level, there are laws at the even at the national level, and there are certain compliances which the client requires you to have. So you have to have an eye for detail. Um, I think that, and you have to be a great problem solver as well. So, in a nutshell, if you tick a couple of these boxes, you should be, you could consider a career in human resources.
All right. So thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you, Malcolm.
Thank you,
Good luck.
Johan. Been a pleasure talking to you. All the very best to you.